Hi, my name's Scott. I run SGGT at Craigmillar Park Golf Club in Edinburgh. We're going to run through a fitting process and how it actually works today. From the start of position today, we have the option to look at a few different golf clubs. So today we're even looking at some Strixon, PXG, TAYLORMADE heads. All these heads can be interchanged with our shafts. So 3 heads, 1 shaft, fit into each one. So we can go through our whole range of shafts and heads we have. Yeah, one thing what makes us unique here is we kind of fit with a 4-iron, a 6-iron and an 8-iron. And we also have wedges. So nobody else is really doing this kind of fitting yet. The big kind of the benefit we find from having the 3 options or the 4 options is in the long irons we can actually change the shaft to make it lighter, so even using something like graphite and then moving into steel from say 6-iron or 5-iron. So make sure that the player can actually launch the 4-iron properly or 5-iron, so that the whole shaft options could be altered to suit the player. 6-iron is lying at 30 inches, so roughly ½ inch over what we'd call standard. And then we can just take a swing weight measurement, just set it D6.
So how does this impact what's going to happen in the fitting?
Well, really from here we know the basic starting point of what your current clubs are. So when we start the fitting, we can actually see how these ones perform. And if these perform extremely well, we'll try and copy this one. If it doesn't, then we'll take it from there. So your numbers are good. So you've got a good top of speed, ball speed is fine, launch angle is fraction high.
Okay.
So we're going to start with PSI Tour. That's a 2 head, so it's not too dissimilar to our current club head.
Yep.
Keep them looking roughly the same. Also we're going to have KBS C-Taper Stiff Plus, 125 grams. See if we can bring the flight down a fraction. The flight's a wee bit on the high side.
Okay.
So see if that'll bring the flight down.
And what would, by bringing the flight down, what do you gain?
We'll hopefully gain a little bit more distance.
Okay.
And control that spin rate, because the spin rate goes a little bit too high.
Okay.
Because the ball just popping itself there a little bit too high, especially if we're in wind.
I've learned that. I've learned that.
There you go. So that gets the ball speed up. Get your distance up.
So what's the, so I went from a D6 weighting, right?
Yeah.
You said in that?
Yeah.
What would this be at?
That's about D2.
Is that a big, that's a big change?
It's a big drop.
How often do you see people coming here, like myself, with completely awful starting points?
Yeah, it's amazing. You got, like, most golfers have clubs that are too heavy.
They're too heavy?
Too heavy for them. Which is half the problem. When the club's too heavy.
Why do you think that is?
Because your swing's going to change. We see it a lot with players who've got, say, heavy shafts or heavy deadweight, and the swing path starts moving because they can't control that club. But we actually had a girl who put on tour who was using heavy shafts, and we took her from heavy steel shafts to graphite. And she used to actually hurt her left wrist. And because we moved to graphite, we don't have that problem anymore.
A world of difference.
So it's all about, really getting the weights right. Clubs get maybe too long. Again, sometimes it's the club path which is causing the issue with the length rather than how long the club should be. So how does that feel?
Feels light. Feels similar to the other one. I think I like the shorter better.
Yeah.
To be honest, I've only hit a few balls, but I have that same ball flight as I did with my normal club.
Yeah.
Talk to me about length of an iron, right? Because we talk about length of driver often. But we don't talk about length of irons.
Well, I think the big thing is to watch when you make the club long, you add dead weight.
Yep.
So swing weight is always going to move up, but you add dead weight, which is the biggest problem. So the club's going to get heavy up here.
Okay.
It's not heavy down here.
Yeah.
When you get up here, so you got people who are not strong enough.
Yeah.
The club gets out of position. Really for the movements.
Okay.
Because the club is just the club's swinging then rather than you swinging.
Okay.
So that's what you got to watch. So again, the golfers get the wrong club, ball the club in the wrong position.
Yeah.
Because the weight they come down through impact, and then all things go wrong.
Okay.
Because again, it's the weight. If you don't need the weight, don't carry it. So dead weight's a big factor when you think about how you're going to fit somebody. So this is the new MIZUNO.
Yeah. Even though we're just 2 clubs into the process, I can say that this is amazing. I should have gotten fit a long time ago for my irons, but it's already going straighter, farther, and a lot of the issues I've had when I've been here playing in the wind, my ball, I'm not a good wind player, and this explains a lot, right? So I have dead weight. Scott explains that concept, but the dead weight is causing some issues and kind of causing that high and right shot. But
yeah, so we can see from where we just came from, we've just been using Project X 6.5 with the new MIZUNO heads. We've actually added a little bit of lead tape just to get the swing weight up. The reason we did that was we hit about 10 shots before we added the lead tape, and we had dispersion across the club face, a fair bit towards the heel. Added a little bit of tape, increased the weight, another kind of 10 balls, and the strike pattern becomes pretty much middle strike all the time.
why would that have happened? Why by adding weight, swing weight to the club?
Just when the club is almost too light for the golfer, you can actually watch where the strike comes from. The strike was quite high in the face to start with. So by just increasing the swing weight, because of the club head speed being fairly quick at 92 miles an hour, we found actually increasing the weight has actually brought the strike pattern down towards the middle of the club face. So it's all really just based on weight, how a golfer swings a golf club. So what we're really seeing here, club head speed hasn't really changed a lot from the current club, which was half inch long. It's going to drop by 1.6 miles an hour. Pass pretty much identical. Tack angle has actually dropped down, which is interesting, from the heavy club, or from a longer club, dead weight and being heavy, to using a shorter club with less dead weight. Tack angle is actually improving. Face to pass improved. Ball speed again is very good. 172. The launch angles came down to where we should be at those kind of numbers. Spin rates kind of held up very nicely, and the carry actually improved from 182 to 190.